name is Amin Rashmani. I'm the managing director for the TAIT group in the MENA region. With more than 250 active projects and over 65 billion US dollars in investment in just entertainment alone, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is moving full steam ahead towards Vision 2030. Knowing what you know about the current and future projects in KSA, what are you most excited about?
To break the status quo, to not do what's out there already in the world, something different, something bigger, something that blows everything else out of the water.
I think we are looking at the ability to really invent new forms of entertainment here, and the mandate to do things that have never been seen before is something we've heard a lot in this industry, but here in the KSA, it's something that everyone truly believes, and it's what's driving these projects.
Last year, we went with something, and as I said, break the status quo, where we developed a series of walkways or pathways that were roughly 5 meters above the main grounds of the festival, and they connected every element of the festival together. And so you could go from any stage or any aspect of the festival and explore it as a VIP at this literally elevated walkway. And that was something that hasn't been done at music festivals before. That was something that wasn't even conceived at music festivals, that principle, that idea. And I think that's what KSA and the entertainment industry in KSA has to offer right now, is the ability to take your mind and go really far with it and then actually execute it and bring it to life.
The biggest challenge is diversification of these types of projects and making sure that there is a strategy to what is being implemented where. There's been nothing done to this scale before, and so it's very, very hard for even a team of people to oversee and understand the full scope of that. And so it takes all of us to really work together to communicate, to collaborate, to develop that diversity of attractions across the entire spectrum of the country.
If you try to sprint to the finish, you're going to miss something. You're going to, get out of bounds with quality. Managing that time frame and managing that project, doing the due diligence to get it to where it needs to be. In an event, you have no chance. It opens on this date at this time. There's not an option to push 1 week, to push 1 day. And so you have to pace yourself, as the tortoise does, to make sure you get to the finish line with what you need.
Everything is being developed for, first and foremost, this domestic audience, and then everyone else who comes in here. Understanding that as we're developing this is super important, because then as a creator, you put yourself in a different mindset to develop things with a cultural context. Now, this is somebody who lives in the US talking about developing things with a cultural context. So that means bringing in partners and people that do have that understanding, who live here, who have grown up here, to be our partners to develop those things, and really treating them as a core collaborator in the process.
People should enjoy that. It's in its infancy. You should enjoy where it's at right now. You should be happy to be some of the people that are creating what it is and what it will be in 10 or 15 years from now. KSA needs to develop its own way of doing things, its systems, its own processes. It does it at a speed and scale, as we have all said here, unlike anywhere else. And so traditional methods don't necessarily always work. And I think that, one of the products of KSA going forward, if you look 10 years down the road of the event industry, is that it's actually going to export. How do you build a festival much quicker? How do you build it much bigger? So on and so forth. And for us, that's exciting to be part of right now. And we will and are currently and will continue to and will ramp up our investment in developing a set of resources, both people and equipment in country that can work in that world.